Hello YouTube, another shaving video because I got a question. This question actually is pretty good and it's a problem many have. He said he's tried wet shaving with safety razor because normal plastic like Gillette and Bic and those many bladed razor gives him razor burns, irritation, ingrown hairs, etc. I'm not gonna go into a debate why that's it. That's more than enough online. Just gonna get some more light. It's much on that online. I'm sorry, I have my camera here. The mirror and lights are there because I'm gonna shave in the camera. Because they are literally dragging on your skin, they're multi-bladed, they're not good. So we wanted to buy a razor. I can recommend the mühle R, is it 89, the mild one, to start. But we wanted a nice one, so we bought the mühle rocca. It's a little more efficient and aggressive. It's a term being used. Aggressive means basically a harsh shave. Isn't that? The R41 I can call aggressive because that's pretty harsh. This is efficient. He says it goes every 2-3 days between a shave. This is a 2 days double now, but a straight razor, so this is basically like 1 day. It's a normal razor. He got a Omega brush. If you got sensitive skin, it works, but I would recommend a synthetic one, either Jackie or like Shaki, or how you pronounce it. Like this one, I got bought from Frederick. Great one, much softer. But the main problem he had was soaps. Many soaps have bunch of additives. Am I pronouncing that correct? Yeah, a bunch of stuff added to them to smell good. Many people can get a reaction from this, or not many, but yeah, it's more than you think. So he bought some imperial. I actually got imperial, which is basically unscented, nearly. Of course it smells something, but that didn't have the ingredients, so I'm gonna get, I also have these. It's all ingredients, contains no animal products. I would love this with a little tallow, beef tallow, mutton tallow, animal fat. Then this would be much better. It's decent. It isn't very good, but it's pretty decent. It's coconut oil, palm oil, safflower oil. Is that sunflower? I don't know. It's SAFF flour. Safflower oil, glycerin, purified water, sodium hydroxide, sorbitol, sorbitan oleate, vitamin E, and soybean protein. But that's basically, of course, I haven't bought many soaps, but I will not. He has tried the mühle and Parker packs, like I have. Some Truefit and Hill. Did he mention Geo Trumper? I can't remember, and many soaps. I would recommend Sterling. Is it Sterling, I think, which is animal fat based, and maybe Sella, that's almond. I think those would be properly neutral. If not, imperial is very neutral. I've used this for ages. It lasts basically a year or two. It got a very little smell. It smells clean, basically clean. I don't know how else to describe it. The main thing to avoid irritation is don't do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passes cleanup. Forget baby butt smooth. Think only that all these are gonna get removed, and don't do this. And yeah, I got stubble. If you feel against the grain, you will nearly never get baby butt smooth. without irritation. So just think, watch yourself in the mirror. Okay, I can see the stubble. I want that gone. That's it. Also try using colder water. We have all been hyped up with steaming hot stuff, steaming hot brushes, steaming hot razor, hot. That can irritate because it removes the oils and leave your skin fairly dry. I use not very cold water because the cold water in Norway I would stand like this and then I would cut myself because the water in Norway is freaking cold. So I have it basically not lukewarm. It feels slightly cold to me. Slightly cold, like when you're bathing and in summer. It's probably around 18-20 degrees. That's cold for me. I'm a wuss. Try colder if you want. Just putting the Omega, that was the brush he had in water. In my mühle rocca, which is the same I got a old Astra blade. I can't remember how many shaves I've had. Probably 6, 7, 8 because I haven't used it for a long time because I've used my straight razor. I use it other places too, like down there to shave too. So yeah, it's an old blade, and yes, I wash it. Actually, take some boiling water every now and then and swish it around. Just getting my board brush wet again. Yeah, pretty cold water. Take most of the water off because I don't want to create a lather here. I want to create that on my face. So this is, it's wet, but it's not very wet. Don't push hard, just let the tips load up and count. I can watch the time on my camera here. So 10, 15, 20 seconds, and use a good bit of product. I need actually a tiny bit more water there. And load that brush. Don't let it splay much now. Splaying is basically pressing it so it fans outwards. Don't do that much now. You just want the tips loaded. I think that's enough. And I would recommend another brush. And I just put the cap on. I don't let it air dry or something. I've never had mold or mildew or yeah. I would highly recommend the Jackie. I bought the mühle synthetic. It's floppy. That's how I can say it. It's basically just floppy brush. It doesn't, how do I say it? It's hard to use because it's tiny. You get wet on your fingers. It splatters. The Jackie 26, I think that's the perfect size. It's dense, and you see my cheek, it got backbone. If I press hard, it splays, but it doesn't go flop. Can you see my cheek here? So you can use a little force, but it's still soft. I would highly recommend that. Blades, that's very personal. I understood this guy has good amount of growth. Feather to me is too harsh for me. I love my Astra blades, but try a bunch of blades. What feels crap to me could be perfect to you. It's highly personal, the blade choice, so try a bunch. Just dipping the tips ever so slightly in water. Sorry for a long video. And this feels like a great soap. It's pretty good. It's not utterly fantastic, but because it misses the animal fat. That's probably the best you can get in soaps, is animal fat in my eyes. Also, you can buy some, just use cheap plain extra virgin olive oil, some drops before you shave. That's a great tip. Adding a bit more water to the tips. Plain olive oil, use extra virgin or something, a good oil. You can use lotion, sensitive skin cream underneath this powder. I've softened my Omega brush. I put it into water 48 hours in the fridge to water soak it. I washed this hard many times with normal hand washing soap, really massaging just the tips hard, doing this, rubbing the tips to make the tips open and basically ruin the tips, but it makes it softer. You can see it splays nice. This is a fantastic good brush now. After I did this, it basically mimics years use. And I'm adding water as I go. Do I need a little more product? I actually think I need a little more product. And if this takes time, don't be afraid of just experimenting. It's been a long time since I've used this soap now, and every soap is different. Some soaps are extremely thirsty, some nearly doesn't take water at all. Just experiment. I got a loose here. And the cold, it feels good on your skin. And it makes your pores close up a little. And the soap is what's softening the bear, not the heat. It's gonna be my first time doing this on my camera. I have my mirror there, which I normally use. So this could be go very wrong, but what I don't do for my YouTubers. Okay, little soap in your nose. So also use light pressure. Let the razor do the work. I stretch, I find my sideburn, I basically ride the cap, nothing happens, go down a little, and there it goes. Just letting the razor do the work. This is very smooth. If you are pushing, you are doing something wrong. And to the Italian who said I got running water, yeah, it doesn't matter. They have plenty of water in Norway. Doing this to tighten your lip area. And I can say you straight away, this is smoother than a straight razor. And this is literally giving my skin a little break with the straight razor. My shin, it's literally like copper wire. I always had extreme hair growth on my shin, but not nowhere else. There, you see the other side. This is hard to do on this camera, but hey, what we don't do for YouTube. I got a bunch of Jackie products on my way. I asked Grace Chen, and she's gonna send me some. I'm really impressed by the brush. I actually turned the water to hot there, so sorry. You can see the razor is much better when it's cold, actually. And use light strokes. There, just checking the mirror. I got some foam in my hair. And the Imperial, it's a decent soap. Add some olive oil under your ladder before you start to cover. That will help a lot. Just rinsing. And you could call this a shave. Yes, I got a little stubble, but not much. I do just one pass more against the grain. And this dark, you need to go against the grain to remove it if you want, but do you need it? You look clean shaven. So again, cold water. Yeah, you also asked about the Proraso sensitive. I think I tried it and I didn't like it, so I would rather go a good tallow based soap and try that. I think Sella is pretty mild if I remember correctly. Just got a bunch of soap for me. This is a runny soap. I would bowl the lather this soap. It's slick enough for our safety razor, but I would not use it with straights. Also, we said it was in Oslo, Oslo, as we say, Oslo, the capital. Go visit a nice barber, like barber shops. I think they're called, is it Pels or something, but barber shops. Barbershop.no, go visit their store, get a shave from them. Now I'm just going up. As I say, my shin, it's nearly impossible to get clean. I've been to barber shops, not here in Norway, but in other countries like Turkey, where they used shalets, etc. They all struggle on my shin. It's basically only straight razors that makes me look clean shaven in my chin area. The most barbers I've been to said they won't do me baby butt smooth. It's also the shadow because I'm pretty smooth when looking at the mirror. So also don't use alcohol based aftershaves. People say use Allen stick, the little stone. I don't like that at all. That irritates my skin way more than anything else. Why don't I look shaven hair when I look in the mirror? I forgot how easy it is to use a safety razor. I could do this drunk and half asleep. For aftershave, I understood you had some skin problems, so you used a lot of good creams and hydration stuff. So, I would use that as aftershave. I see so many people don't wash their face good enough after shaving. If you got soap residue, especially soaps that aren't tallow based, you're drying out like crazy. That's the shave. Afterwards, take this apart, clean it inside, wipe everything dry. If you leave it like this, the blade can rust and basically get stuck in your razor. So I take it apart, I clean every part, I strop the blade a little on a towel. That's what I do. I'm gonna rinse my brush and then I'm gonna wash my face. Please wash your face before if you got sensitive skin. I don't, so. I'm washing the brush in hot water, not very hot, but pretty hot, like a hot shower hot, because you need to remove the soap from your brush or it can be ruined. If you have lots of soap in your brush, drying it basically cracks off the bristles. This brush, it stopped shedding. It shed one hair now because I haven't used it in ages, so it's probably been pretty dry, but it basically sheds one hair every other 3 months. That's to be expected. A brush has around, was it 10 to 20, 30,000 hair, I think it was. Shaking that dry. That's the best thing you do. Give it a real nice flick like this. Flick it to get most of the water out. Then just massage the tips. This also softens the brush. You may be shortening your life of your brush, but come on, they last 10 years easy. So say this reduces it to 5 years. I don't care. It still gives me a softer, better brush. I've used this for many years. It's probably 6-7 years old. It's beginning to fray, and yeah, it's a good brush. Putting it away, washing my face. As cold as you can muster. Again, I'm a big wuss, so I can't do very cold. I can do pretty cold. I'm pretty slick. I could do a pass up now, just like this. I got some soap in my hair. Woo, that's cold. And this tightens up your skin. People usually ask me why I look so young. I'm 36 now. there. And always use dry towels. Don't use the same towel 2-3 days. It will harbor bacteria, dead skin, etc. I can see in the mirror. Yeah, I'm basically baby not smooth. I'm very smooth. Very, very smooth. It's the shadow, not the band. The shadows. But I'm smooth. I can't feel any air. Yeah, a tad bit there. Not here. And a tiny bit there. I have a slight indentation here, but I'm smooth. So, what do I use for aftershave? I often use this, but he said he couldn't take this. So use what you want. I use this. This really works for me. Don't use alcohol based if you can't take it. Alcohol irritates, it dries out. It also gets rid of the bacteria, so but yeah. Pushing this away. I would try, as mentioned, sterling or another tallow based. I think sterling is tallow based. I really rub this in. Be hard now, because this is gonna give your exfoliated skin, and shaving you're dragging off the outermost skin. And I do this hard. Why don't I look shaven here? I have shaved. I'm smooth. So great shave. Now I use a little splash because I love the scent of these two together. As mentioned, Sorinina, my ex, we're not talking now, so sorry to mention you, but she loved these two together. Everyone I meet say it smells fantastic. The Tailor of Old Bond Street, it's a bit too much on its own. The luxury sandalwood cologne smells fantastic. My skin can take this. Just putting on some hot water again to rinse off my hands afterward. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15. A little tiny splash to get my hands wet. No irritation. If you got irritation, if you feel this burn, it means you have either used too much force when shaving, or wrong blade, wrong soap, wrong anything. You shouldn't be irritated. And I use the same amount. Fuck! I dropped. Sorry for the bad word. I dropped my bottle into the sink. Spilled a lot of content. No irritation. Rest. I put into my hair. Oh, those two together, they smell nice. It's. Whew. The blend of these together, because this is sweeter, the Proraso, the Tailor Luxury Sandalwood Cologne is, I wouldn't say musky, but it's heavier wood scent, like old wood, like driftwood from the sea. more heavy, more, yeah, musty, more darker wood. It smells fantastic. Oh, oh, I love me some sandalwood. But with the Proraso, I've used this probably 4 or 5 years. It lasts. It's expensive for cologne, but it lasts. I've used this longer. This is what I use the most. The Proraso one is dirt cheap and smells insanely good. But those two together, the Proraso, it still smells like sandalwood, but it got a sweeter scent. Like a sweeter note. Not sugary, not fake sweet, but sweeter. Like more warm, more feminine type of sandalwood. And those two together, oof, it smells so clean somehow. You can actually see the sheen on my skin now, how taut it is, how smooth it is. That's what I do. I'm just gonna rinse off my hands so I don't forget myself and poke myself in the eye with cologne. That hurts. I once put cologne on my hands to put on my face, and I sneezed and did this. Basically dripped cologne into my eyes. That's not for sensitive guys. I cried like a little pee, shh, to say it nice. But this is what I do. No irritation. Great chef. The mühle rocca, it's fantastic. Try the feather blades. Do one pass. Maybe two. Do one down or sideways or whatever you do. See how they work. They are very sharp. I can cut myself easy with feather. Astra, I can do whatever. I can basically play a slap fest. I could nearly do like that. I can basically shave blind and nearly, and I don't cut myself. The Astra is the best blades for me. But they may not be for you. Try Woodstock, try Gillette, try everything. Buy a sample pack. I got some little shaving soaps in my hair. So, yeah. Shaving is a lot of trying what works for you. But I would recommend some tallow based. I think Sela is tallow. And it's cheap and it's very good. The almond smell. Yeah, you're Norwegian, I completely forgot. Marzipan. It smells like marzipan. I don't know the word in English. So marzipan. I don't think it's that, but marzipan. It's almond based, like it's not dough, but yeah. We have something called marzipan gris or marzipan pig with chocolate. It smells like that. It smells sweet like almonds. It's fantastic. If I didn't have that many soaps, I would buy Sela and Sterling. There are great soaps at a great price. Or Jackie, as mentioned. I don't know if they have without scent, but look that up. They're fantastic soaps too. Get some samples of different soaps. Often when I can use nearly whatever I want. I could probably use Vaseline and sandpaper. I got tough skin because I've been a fighter, so my skin can handle a lot of abuse. But get samples. What I've heard from people that have sensitive skin, which actually makes sense, is take the soap, just a tad bit of water, rub it so it foams, just a tiny batch. Put it on here, then another soap there, then another soap. Let it stay until it's completely dry. It's basically flaking off on itself. Then wash away the soaps and see, oh, I'm red there by this soap. oh, this soap I don't feel anything, this soap I feel, then use the soap you feel the least amount of irritated on. So it's all about experimenting. I can do nearly whatever I want, but I use the lotion first and then I do the alcohol based. Can you see how shiny my skin is? It's taut, it feels great, I'm cool, I love that Taylor of on Bond Street sandalwood bitterbröd alltså. If you want something that smells amazingly clean, I'm getting all like, ooh, it smells good, daddy. It's just amazing, those two together. Yeah, I can't think of a better smell. If I would add some things to those two, it would be a hint of sweet tobacco, a little leather, and oud, which is another really dark, heavy, pungent wood smell. Maybe a hint of vanilla. That's it. To me, I'm not gonna say what I feel, you can look it at my face, but yeah, I'm getting turned on by good smells. It's like the most beautiful woman you can imagine. If she smells bad, yeah, that ruins the whole thing. But if she smells fantastic when you give her a kiss, for example, it's, yeah. Smells are actually something to be attracted to. I take great pride in how I smell. I can also, I'm empty, but rituals. We have in Norway Maharaja Dior, a little perfume. Smells fantastically clean. I don't like artificial scents. I don't like heavy. I like smelling subtle. Like if you stand 4 or 5 meters from me, I don't want you to smell me. I want you to smell me when you're here, when you're close. I don't want to smell clean, masculine, but still a little feminine. This you can also tap. Not tap. This is tap. Or in BJJ, when you get choked out, you can tap. Topped with a little, maybe if you want it a bit more feminine, and it's wrong to say, because this on a lady I would absolutely love. Because it smells clean. But you could add a more feminine hint of lavender, maybe even rose water. Just clean smells, don't go heavy. Like people that buy heavy perfumes, like Versace Eros and those, and go with the bottle so you can smell them literally 5-10 meters behind them. Oof. Yeah, standing in an elevator with those people, you stand there and whoop. No, you are meant to be smelled when you're close to someone, not 15 meters away. I'm playing Witcher 3, and when I can find your smell with my Witcher senses, it's time to take a shower. Don't go heavy with stuff. This will smell like this for maybe 2-3 hours. I would love those two in a perfume. That means the ethereal oils have a higher concentration. Cologne is 5-10%, I think, something like that. Eau de toilette little more, and perfume is around, is it 20-30-40% oils. You can get basically just oils too, but yeah, find something that works. I'm getting drifted off here, but I can stand there and smell myself all day, and that's what you want. That's the problem you have. If you got sensitive skin, you need to compromise. So find something that works. As I said, do little dabs of the soaps and see what irritates you. Get samples. And if not, you need to buy the whole big, then just sell them if they don't work. Do the same with your lotions, do the same with your perfumes, your aftershaves, everything. You will quickly see on your cheek if they irritate you or not. So now I'm gonna clean my razor. Long video. Oh, it smells fantastic in here. Thank you for watching. Yes, I'm shaving. It's just shade there so I don't look it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. I'm gonna smell me some more. Bye.